Hello everyone, I am Melinda Nail Fanatic. Thank you for watching, and this is a personal reading that was done for one of my viewers, and she sent her donation in, and here is her reading. Now, I've got to say, when I pulled these cards, I did the video immediately as I was pulling the cards, but what happened was somehow the video stopped, so none of the cards were showing, and I went back to review the video. So thank God I still had all the cards out. Of course, I still remember the messages. So here is your reading, my dear. I am re-recording it, and I replaced everything in the same positions, and let me go ahead and do this for you. This side is if you do send the text message that we are thinking about sending. This side is about if we do not send the text message that we are thinking about sending. The bottom of the deck confirmed that we're talking about three different individuals with this Three of Pentacles. And if we do send the text, let's start there. If we do send the text, we get the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords' traditional meaning was victory, but immediately when I pulled this, I thought, this is going to be painful. I thought, yeah, you're going to get understanding, you're going to get some information, but it's going to hurt you. And the reason it's going to hurt you became clear when after I pulled, because I pulled this card and this card first, then I pulled the clarifying cards. You got the Eight of Cups and the King of Wands. The King of Wands represents the Leo person that we're have in question about this communication. And also the Eight of Cups is about moving on. It's about pulling away. It's about a lack of interest. It's about, I believe I got the message that, you know, he was told, if you're going to continue the relationship, I'm gone from the person that he is actually with and married to. And the Gemini person was like, I'm not having it. And so he's going to tell you, I can't deal with you anymore. I can't risk my marriage, my family, whatever it is, his financial stability that's holding him there. So if you send the text message, that's what you're going to find, is that he's not looking at you. He's moving on. He also is, and now that I'm doing this reading again, he's moving on. He's looking at the Chariot. To him, he's got to get around this obstacle so he could build stability in his family life. If you don't send the text message, we got the Moon card. And what I was explaining in the first video that I did that didn't show video was that the Moon card weighs more than the Ace of Swords. This is a major arcana. This is a minor arcana. This card carries more weight. I feel like the universe is telling you to go with this solution. Do not send the message. Now, the Moon card means you're not going to know. There's some things that will be out of your view. There are things that you don't know. But at the same time, your intuition is trying to tell you, and your intuition has already been speaking to you, that he's moved on. And you may not want to face that truth, but he has, and your intuitive part knows that, and the universe is trying to tell you, you don't need the confirmation from him. Let him be done. Because when I pulled the clarifying cards on this, you got the Chariot and the Four of Pentacles. And those two cards were clarification for you, saying that this allows you, if you don't send the text message and you allow what's a mystery to remain such, then you will benefit yourself in that you'll be moving on to greater stability, greater value of yourself, greater self-value. You're in a cycle right now that's causing you to learn greater value of yourself. And so, I mean, you can go back if you want to and send this text message, and but when you do that, you're going to be giving off the energy of, you really, you know, you're going to be putting yourself in a position of neediness to the wrong thing, because he's not what you need. What you need is inside of yourself. And he's not providing that to you. And he has no interest in providing that to you. It says here that he has moved on. And that's exactly what he's going to tell you if you send him a text message. So I hope that you choose not to hurt yourself. So with this here, what I did was I pulled out And I didn't even, to be honest with you, this is not like a memorized spread or anything. I didn't know what questions I was going to ask when I asked them. But just yesterday when I was thinking about doing your reading, it came to me some questions and how I would just pull the cards. So I did that. And Lord, love, source, God, the universe is going to allow me to remember right now exactly what I pulled. This is advice for you regarding your own highest and greatest good in love and romance. And the bottom of the deck is, again, it's about your intuition, following your intuition. You have the High Priestess. It says, listen, still yourself, quiet yourself, get into some meditation, get into a quiet place and listen to your inner voice. And when you have your inner voice speaking to you, that's always going to guide you in the path that's greatest for you. And it's always speaking to you. It's just sometimes you're so busy listening to chatter and outside thoughts of things that are not benefiting you, so you can't hear it. So what is the situation in your love and romance life is that you are at time to release. This is the equivalent of the Death card. This is a major arcana. Mind you, we have 3 major arcanas here. We have the Death card, we have the World card, and the Fool card. This is, all 3 of these cards are talking about the end and the new beginning. I must just stress that to you right now. And then, so we got in the position of what's happening is that you're going through this transformation. You are being transformed so that you can move out of this ugly situation into a beautiful, more resilient being. And how you feel about it is refusing to see. This is equivalent of the Two of Swords. You're not wanting to make a decision. You don't want to see the truth. You don't want to see what's really going on. And the environment and the energy around you is 7 of Pentacles awaiting results. So there are some things that are going to be coming up from inside of you that you're going to have to pay attention to, that are going to help you make this decision. Because if you notice it, this awaiting results is looking at this refusing to see, which is the only thing stopping from the transformation that's coming. So you're going to be getting some, and you know what? You may be getting some physical things, because that just came to me now. You may be receiving some physical, something physical happening in your life. Hope, signs, direction, issues, circumstances going to change. Something is getting ready to come up that's going to help you see and go through this change more willingly. The advice and the additional advice is giving and receiving. Understand that there is a giving and a receiving that has to happen. And so you can be more deliberate in where you're giving and receiving your attention and your affections right now, because you don't want to put it in a place where they're moving on. You want to put it someplace where it's beneficial to you as well, and it reciprocates back to you. Also, I'm getting very strong that there's parts of yourself that feel deprived. There are parts of you spiritually, your soul self is feeling a little bit deprived because you're wanting to give and receive from the external, from other people. Your soul self wants to strengthen this relationship with you. And so I'm getting the strong message of you beginning to nurture yourself. Also, somebody may be coming into your life who's going to share some valuable experience, information that's going to make you feel more open to receiving. As well, I also, in the earlier recording, received the message that it could be that in your home with the Virgo person, it would be beneficial to allow for more exchange with this Virgo person at home. The additional advice is that you're at the end of a cycle. So it's also very possible that if you're not interested in giving and receiving with that Virgo person at home anymore, You're at a time where you need to take some, if you don't take the action, the universe is going to force you into a position where these things are going to end. Because this is having been on this long journey, and at the end of the journey, reaching the destination. And it's over. And then the outcome here is the Fool card. It says trust. The Fool card is about the new beginning. And with the 0 there, it's about infinite potential. It's about amazing possibilities of what could be. So the advice for you is to really focus on what you want to be giving and receiving, and with whom. Where do you want to be? And end the things that are not serving your highest and greatest good. The things that you're not pleased with, to move on from them, you have to end. And you just have to go into these changes trusting, and optimistic and hopeful, and knowing that as you take this jump, the universe is there, God is there, and things are always working out for you. So I hope that you found this reading beneficial. Thank you for continuing to support my work. And I look forward to hearing back from you, your thoughts about this video. I hope that you find it a way in yourself to have this kind of trust, and listen and open yourself up to the universe's talking to you in beauty. And I'm just noticing, if you notice here, this very light here, very light, and very light. And the light is up there where you don't want to see. So, you're moving out of a darker situation into a light situation, but you have to trust in your intuition. You have to trust that inner voice is telling you, just leave it alone. Yeah, you want to send that text message because you want to get in that last fight. You want to say your words, but that's just the ego self talking. It's not going to serve your soul any good. So let it go. Let it go and move on with greater stability in your own self-worth, your own self-value, because continuing to chase after him for what coulda, shoulda, woulda is not adding to your own value. That's giving him greater value. You need to give yourself the greater value and allow yourself to move on following your intuition. Thank you. Love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.